A little bit of Han all night long. Another carbonite every day. Another little Han. I don't know. A little bit of Han
Too many
makes
Hans?
me your man. Mambo number Han. Oh, got him, boy.
Blind Han, Carbonite Han, Lego Han. So we're going to take in these G12 Chewie and Han combos right here and test them out in the arena against heavily modded G12 teams, like real world stuff.
How do they face the competition?
Yes.
Should you be
we're gonna
dropping
go up against
fat stacks? That's the question.
Yeah, we're going to go against some crazy teams. We're going to play against McMull's team. I'm going to play against your team, and then we're going to see how it does on defense.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
And we're also going to talk about territory battles, and we're going to talk about the Galactic War mess that's going on right now. You know, I know that you're going through it. Let's get into it first. I'm going to start playing, and I'm using a General Kenobi R2 Zaris. I've tried a bunch of different teams. Maybe I haven't unlocked the right team. Maybe it's a Commander Luke team. I don't know, but there's no. We were talking about this. There's really no leadership that synergizes with Chewie and Veteran Han. I'm going to go into battle while you talk about that.
Only one that might have some synergies is Lando leadership with the extra speed and damage. But it's like, well, Lando is great, but if you have Kenobis everywhere, it's not that good. They really don't have that much synergy. And the only reason why we like this Kenobi, Barriss, and these two characters is, one, they're fairly beefy, and two, they have such a high amount of health steal, 50% health steal, so Han can get back to 100% health after his AoE. Then you got to work your way down. And with Zaris on the team, it's going to be hard to churn away all that health. So there's really no synergy in this team in terms of faction tags. It's just more of the health regeneration and protecting their health from being depleted so fast. That's like the only synergy going on here. Other than that, without the Rebel resistance tag, it's hard to find a good team. If they were Rebels, oh my gosh, they'd probably be used heavily. That's for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this.
I don't know.
Here's what. Okay, yes, they're good.
Yeah,
I don't want to say they're bad or anything like that, because they're not. They're very good, but it's just like, okay, I've got a good squad right here, and I need to take someone out. And do I really want to take out, Commander Luke, or do I really want to take out Nihilus? I mean, it's beginning to be like a difficult question right there. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of those characters, people are taking over Thrawn, which for a long time it's like, well, I can't take out Thrawn. Now it's like, well, I can take out Thrawn and put maybe Nihilus or Raid Han in, but it's like when you get new characters and you're looking from an arena perspective, just because they're not arena specific doesn't mean they're bad characters, but from an arena perspective, you got to think, okay, am I replacing General Kenobi, which is really hard to replace, R2, Nihilus, Commander Luke, Thrawn, and I'm probably missing someone else. Barriss is kind of on that list too. It's just hard to make that decision. Well, who am I going to take out? They're all great characters.
I do like all these extra stuns, though. It's pretty cool to have extra stuns and ability block. It just seems very good. Whoa, 23,000 just took out your Raid Han.
There we go.
All right, see right here, I'm going to get some.
Are you playing against McMull's team?
I'm playing against McMull's team, and I don't like that he uses Old Ben. I mean, it's a good team, but I would prefer if it was General Kenobi. I think that's just a better choice right now.
Old Ben in my arena. I've won plenty of battles with Old Ben on my team. It works great if you have like Old Ben and Nihilus on the team. But actually, it's kind of a cool, because there's so many debuffs on the field. Nihilus kind of feeds off of that. I don't know if I'd run his particular team with all original trilogy characters. I would have put General Kenobi in that situation. But some circumstances, Old Ben's a great replacement. I'm kind of leaning towards the fact, if you don't have General Kenobi, I think Old Ben is what you do. Woo! Keep going.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this footage. My goodness. Boy.
Oh, man.
And, okay, so I wrapped it up, and it's going pretty well. Let's talk about territory battles before I go and battle your team. The guild that I'm in finished 42 out of 45 stars, so I think we tied for 3, basically. And I'm going to go up against your team, which is Zaris, which I think is going to give it a lot more. It's going to be a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of work, a lot of coordination, and we worked pretty hard. And I had 42, and my rewards were very mediocre. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we got 37 stars, and the rewards didn't seem too far off of what you had. We could have probably got closer to 40. But this new game mode really takes, like, you really need to make sure you're squeezing every point out of your guild as possible to get to the next star. Because we had maybe 4 people. It's such a small number out of 50, but just because those 3 or 4 people weren't as active, they weren't playing every day, that held us back a couple stars. There was a few times where we're short maybe a couple 100,000, which would have easily been met if someone just deployed their roster. So those few people that weren't as active, because whatever. I mean, there's life outside of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm not criticizing them because they're not playing the game, but just saying, in terms of guild efficiency, you need to be on top of your game. But even so, being at such a high efficiency level, looking at these rewards afterwards, and there are some guild leaders who are working overtime trying to keep track of all this. It's like, well, what's the benefit? There's not that much benefit of working so hard to coordinate all this if you're only going to get like 8 pieces of something afterwards. And then funny, after the first territory battles, we saw the rewards weren't all that good, and all of a sudden they added pieces needed to get the Gear 12 in the shipments, and now there's Gear 12 everywhere now. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully they increase the rewards a little bit, especially waiting for a week, and especially for guild leaders, they put so much time, coordinating all this. I just felt like the rewards were very lackluster. It's like, oh man, first rewards are coming, baby, and all of a sudden you're like, wow. I got like 200 crystals were nice. I like that. But yeah, in terms of pieces, it's at that rate, if you focus solely on that type of gear to get the Gear 12 or even work on the Gear 12 stuff, it's going to take a month or so.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm not winning.
Yeah.
I'm just fueling your Xeris Kenobi lead. This is not doing it. I mean, I'm just basically only attacking your Kenobi, and now I'm going to attack your Nihilus, and nothing is happening to your team.
You're just running
what's
going to happen?
And then your Nihilus is going to come online at some point and annihilate. I don't see what's going to happen. Maybe crit. It's so sad that I have to wait for crit immunity to show up on your team to do anything, which is not the way it's supposed to be. I mean, the stun that I got right there is nice. That's cool, but now Kenobi's got. I mean, it's just nothing is happening. At all.
Xeris is making a huge comeback lately with all these characters focused on mega critical damage. She's come back, and it's really hard for a lot of these new Rebel characters to get past him. I mean, you could if you line up everything correctly. If you maybe added Commander Luke to your team in place of, I don't know, it's tough to make the call. Well, who am I going to take out Commander Luke to use with these 2 brand new characters? If you had his buff in or if you had Thrawn's Fracture, you might have a better chance. But you only have 5 people to choose from.
Yeah, and I don't think Raid Han is a character that gets subbed in and out sometimes for Nihilus. Sometimes Nihilus is better, sometimes Raid Han is better. But is Veteran Han better than Raid Han? I don't think so. I like Raid Han.
I don't think so. I mean, Veteran Han, or not Veteran Han, Raid Han has a lot more damage output, a lot more frequent, if you have the Zeta, a lot more frequent double tap, essentially.
Going first, stunning, all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like... Yeah, I mean, I've got this on auto. I got this on autoplay right now, and we're just going back and forth. And basically, the only person that's doing anything on these teams right now is Nihilus.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's happening right now is Nihilus.
Teams are focused around protecting Nihilus, keeping him alive as long as possible. That's really all these teams are focused on. It's just
and then you basically annihilated Barris, and then the match is over.
It's over.
You know what I mean? It's just like that's the whole thing. So I don't know. And the other thing too is is Chewie better than Commander Luke? Is Chewie better than Nihilus? It's just like, I don't know, man. I got to substitute something, and I don't know what to do.
Out of both of these characters, I feel like Chewie is definitely the more raid viable one. It's got I just don't know. I'm not a big fan of characters that have to wait to get beaten up a lot in order to step up to the plate and do a big hit. That's kind of how Anakin is. He gets really good, but you have to wait till one of your characters falls below 50% health. It's like, you're kind of cutting it close at that point. I mean, I don't know about Veteran Han. I don't know if he'll be in Arena, but Chewbacca, if you can somehow plan him out where he can somehow come out to 50,000 hit or 30,000 hit, you might be able to get somewhere, but it's just a lot of preparation. You need to take a beating for a while before that can happen. So I'm
going to try a different team here. I'm going to try a Commander Luke lead team.
Yeah, go try it out.
But Commander Luke, R2, and Chewie and Vet Han and General Kenobi, and this is a little bit more. I got a little bit more offense now, and maybe I can. Okay, let's see. Oh, all right. Let's see. This is still pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I like this stun right here. I mean, I do like the ability. The kits are good.
I honestly think they're just not every character they make has to be the best arena character. Has to be arena viable.
You know, these are really good characters.
I just don't know if arena is where they're supposed to be good. I think territory battles is honestly where they're going to shine. But if we take that argument and assume it's true, they were designed for territory battles. Well, how important is territory battles for you that you want to drop all this money to get these territory battle specific characters when there's plenty of other great characters out there that can do the job, and the rewards in the end aren't even that good? It's not like these guys are going to easily clear all the waves for you, like they can just spread the sea or something.
I'm already going 6 for 6 in all the territory battles except for the Phoenix and the R1.
Yeah, same here.
And so the Rogue One is where I fell short, and the Phoenix is where I fell short. But I wasn't falling short other places.
That's the thing. It's like, why do we need these characters? I mean, maybe I can see them releasing a Millennium Falcon at one point.
I think I got you.
You got me. Oh,
yeah. See, this team is just better. I was able to knock out your General Kenobi. Ooh. So I'm on my way now. Luke is just really good, I think is what happened. Mm-hmm. And see, now I've got another tool to stun Nihilus. I can just kind of stall Nihilus now that General Kenobi is gone.
I don't know.
I got so many stuns on my team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got the Han and the R2 stuns. So, they don't synergize directly through factions, but just through the abilities they have and the debuffs they have. And the health regeneration, that's really the only type of synergy you're having. It's more indirect synergy that's going on here with these two branded characters.
Come on.
I think you might have a hard time without General Kenobi giving the team critical immunity. It might be hard for you to try to land like good hits on these guys and knock them out now.
Oh, come on, do it, Chewie. 20,000 was not enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I got her, but Luke finished her off.
Okay. All right.
So this team is a little better.
But again, here's the question. Yes, you're probably going to win this battle, but did you really need Veteran Han and Veteran Chewie to make this happen, or is this something you'd want to go out? It's going to probably be $300 minimum, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
The question is, would I have been better served with Raid Han,
Nihilus,
instead of Veteran Han, and then Nihilus instead of Chewie? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of it's one of those things where I've got it on autoplay now, and it's just a mess. Actually, I wasn't paying attention, but they kind of came back quite a bit.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Oh no, my goodness! Actually, I might lose.
You got cocky there.
I know. I went on. Oh my goodness!
Oh, you're going on this rant. They're great. They're the God-sent characters. Now all of a sudden they're getting their butt kicked. I just don't know. I mean, like when we got that footage or whatever, it's like, oh, they look like they could do some good damage. But how many people are going to run a Boba Fett leadership in Arena and Anakin Skywalker? Like the footage we showed in our video, it's like it had a lot. They were kind of front loading on the offense with the leadership and the offense up, and they're showing some crazy numbers. I don't think that's realistic in our type of arena, Shard. Maybe if you're like below the hundreds, below the 200s, where there's a lot more variety.
I'm going to try your team. I'm going to try it again. I'm not going to mess around with it this time.
Yeah, go for it.
I was just like, what was that
about?
Did
you lose? You lost that?
Yeah, I lost.
Oh, wow. And what? Oh, that was surprising. Wow. I'm actually really surprised about that. All right, so go again. Let's see if you can handle the heat from my boys and girl. Oh man, I don't know. I just I don't.
I do like all these extra stuns though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of nice to have just stun.
The stacker,
basically,
I don't know.
Yeah, we got tons of stuns. I mean, it's
they're just not bad characters. They're just not bad. They're not bad characters. Just Is there a reason to get these? I mean, unless you're a person who likes a perfect collection score in this game, you're going to get these, like, obviously, regardless of opinion, because there's people out there that just want to have that perfect collection score. But if you're someone on the fence, should I buy this character? Should I not? I don't think there's an absolute need to farm them unless you are lacking some great characters out there. I don't know. I just don't think this is something that people should drop money on for territory battles, because there's a lot of opportunities. I made a video showcase like Lando. Lando's a great free-to-play character. I can just
Lando does well with the wedge
AoE.
Yeah, man, yeah.
He's great. I just I can't. They're good characters. Don't get me wrong. If you buy these characters, I don't think you're making a horrible investment in terms of characters you're buying. I like, if I had the money, I don't think I would do it, because there's not much of a reason to do so. And there's plenty of characters that are great for territory battles, even beyond these two characters that are very specific to taking control of your territory battle.
I almost feel like this team needs Nihilus in here. It's really
Yeah. I mean, if you're not facing
there we go. There's a 27,000 hit.
There we go.
From Chewie. Yeah, sometimes it just seems like, okay, that's cool. That pulled through. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But how many turns did that take for you to finally get there? That's the thing.
Yeah,
like if you had R2 and Nihilus, R2 puts the burn on Nihilus, increases or decreases cooldown by 5 right away. You probably could have annihilated a lot faster if you had R2 and Nihilus in your team. It's a tough call. I mean, they're good characters. Yes, there's things you can make them work in, as we're showing. I just don't know if it's if they're gonna replace the holy 7 characters we have in the game, because again, when you're making your arena team right now, it's like, well, is this character good enough to replace this character has been the standard for a long time? It's just it's a tough arena is just about all these powerful legendary characters right now and raid characters. It's really hard to figure out who to replace.
Yeah, and I'm struggling, man. It's just like, okay, we'll see what happens. Yeah. This is going to be close. It's just basically me versus Nihilus right now.
Yeah, it's all this team is about. It's kind of like, Nihilus in the haystack. And you got to find Nihilus and get him out before he takes the team apart one by one. It's really all because my team doesn't have too much damage output. It's just Nihilus just slowly just dwindling your team down. That's kind of how this team is. Versus the CLS team.
Almost.
Almost.
Oh, okay. I finally got rid of your
okay.
Xerath. See, I think this team is good. Probably shouldn't have a problem winning against any team but a Xerath team.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean, I think that's probably the case right there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. If I had these characters in my roster, I don't think I would put them in place of all these other characters right now. But I definitely like them in territory battles. It's really kind of what I'm coming down to. They're just not bad characters. That's really it. They're just not bad characters. I just don't think they're mind-blowing characters.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, they're just.
I just think Chewbacca is the most impressive out of these two. I honestly, I don't know if this is the best move to go about. I kind of wish they took the Clone Wars Chewbacca and just reworked him to this type of Chewbacca, because a lot of people, some people already had him at 7 stars. They had him geared up, and it would have been, that would have been a nice treat to get that Chewbacca reworked, because you could kind of make it cross-generational.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It just instead,
that did feel much better with Commander Luke there.
Yeah, I bet.
We'll do yours and let you play it over. Let's see how this goes.
All right, you want me to do the same team, or do you want me to mix it up with something else? What would you like?
No, just let's mirror match. We go back and see if I want to know if my team gives you any troubles, anything like that, or if it's tricky or trouble.
All right. So there we go. We got a couple ability blocks and stuns. I mean, you would have gotten a 5th ability block on CLS if he had to lead the charge, because when he doesn't have to lead the charge, it's hard to land some debuffs on it. But yeah, I mean, like right there from the beginning, you just were able to land some good ability blocks. It prevented Nihilus from increasing cooldowns very early. Barris is a buff immune and everything. So your first few moments were pretty good here. I think you've been putting more time into modding your character's mind. I haven't had time to get more mods for these accounts.
My mods are pretty good. Yeah, not so much on. They're not good on some of the heroes. Not good on all of them.
Yeah. But I think I've maybe plus 100 on each. You have like plus 120 on each. So you're doing pretty well in the mod spec. That's why your veteran house is able to go a lot earlier than my R2. I don't even remember if I put mods on R2. I think I did. I can't recall. It's been a while. All right, so there we go. So now your opening moves were very well done. Now I'm kind of picking up the pace on my side. I'm gonna just chop away at your General Kenobi. Get it? Because let's see here. All right, let's see. Maybe I can stun. Let's see if I can stun Commander Luke. Yeah, now that he has. Didn't get it.
How is your Galactic War right now? I mean, it's like people have been sending me messages saying it's like, hey, I love your videos, but your team really messed me up on Galactic Wars, and that's cool, and it's just gonna get worse, right?
Yeah.
With the Gear 12.
Yeah, it's just I mean, I've been starting to face a higher amount of Gear 12 teams. That's no doubt about it. My Note 12 is still broken. I think I showed a picture on my Twitter where I lost the battle against the Gear 12 Luke and his team, but I managed to take everyone else but their Commander Luke Skywalker. So I come in with the second team. It was a Rex team with like Ezra, Baze, Chirrut, and Raidhan, and a single goodness, what is it? A single Commander Luke Skywalker Gear 12 took out my full team on his own.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's definitely frustrating, that's for sure. But I'm able to clear it, but with a lot more struggle lately.
The thing that I want to say is I really think the General Kenobi Zeta Barris combo is very good, and I'm not struggling in the Galactic War right now because I'm using General Kenobi, Zeta Barris, and then three other good heroes, like Nihilus.
Right.
And it just seems like I can survive with that team long enough for Nihilus just to go to work. And then I've got, other good heroes in there like R2 and Commander Luke Skywalker. And it just goes through. Now, you should be able to slice up my team, I'm guessing. Is it going, through pretty easily?
You're pretty much, almost done here. I really wasn't thinking much, and I was able to beat this team. I mean, because of your mods were superior than mine, you're able to open up the gates, get a bunch of ability blocks, you stun Kenobi. So your first few moves are very good, but it wasn't enough to seal the deal, pretty much. So I don't know. But yeah, in regards to Galactic War, I could definitely get through it still. It's just a lot more difficult, and it's a lot more frustrating facing 2 Gear 12 Luke teams every single day. It's just like, I don't want to do this again.
It's a mess, actually.
Yeah, and I can't keep up with the Gear 12 train. Ever since they made Gear 12 more accessible, if you can buy them through the shipments with the crystals, people have been flying around Gear 12 teams, and it's going to take me another 2 weeks before I get my first Gear 12 character.
We got to talk about that, too. There's 2 different things. There's getting to Gear 12, and then also the parts that you get from the territory battles, which are used after Gear 12, right? We're talking about getting to Gear 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is actually like Gear 11 purple parts that are available to purchase, basically, and everybody can go straight to gold pretty quickly with money, and it does make them better, but we're not talking about the Gear 12 parts, right?
Someone's battling you right now. It's kind of funny. But no, yeah, it's really that. Yeah, the last few purple pieces needed to jump to Gear 12. Those are the ones that are now officially monetized. You can go into shipments, buy them every single day. There's a part of some sort up there. So if you have the crystals, you have the money, you can get a ton of Gear 12 characters right away. But in terms of the last 3 pieces or whatever it is, that once you hop over to Gear 12, those are strictly locked onto the territory battles. But those few pieces only really increase your health by like 6,000. But I think the jump from Gear 11 to Gear 12, it's pretty significant for a lot of characters. Some characters like Kenobi jump from 30, 40,000 protection, and you can get them up to 80,000 protection just by jumping over that Gear 12 hump. So, I just, it's difficult, and I was hoping they wouldn't do that, because now they got months and months of Gear 12 farming done in 2 days, and I'm stuck trying to get a single character the Gear 12. It's going to be a month before I finally, from the day it became farmable to 2 more weeks from now. It's going to take forever to get there.
So in conclusion, we're not going to say that yet. From what we know and the heroes that are currently available, we're not going to say that Han and Chewie are OP, going to take over the arena. I think they're good, especially in territory battles. I think they're solid heroes needed into the game. Maybe get used a lot in territory battles and other parts of the game, but not so much. I don't see them being arena crushers. Not at first, anyways. Not right now.
Maybe in a future meta, if we switch over to all offense-based leaderships, I can see them coming in. But right now, I can't tell.
I think there's going to have to be some sort of scoundrel leader or something that we don't know about.
Scoundrel reworks or something. Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know. Yeah. Or a bounty hunter. Not a bounty hunter. See, that would be different, too, if Boba Fett's leadership ability said scoundrel instead of bounty hunter.
Yeah,
there for the speed boost. I think it would be different.
That would have been a lot different, but unfortunately they didn't do that. But I'm sure scoundrels will get a rework one day. They're really bad, and a lot of people want to see them a lot better. Just right now, the lack of synergy is really what's stopping. If they had a rebel tag or resistance tag, they'd be used a lot more. It's just, I think that's the part that's really not making them being replaceable for anyone else. But they're good characters.
Oh, if they had a rebel tag.
Oh gosh. All their counterattacks and their Commander Luke lead. Chewbacca getting like 30,000 counters.
It would break if they had a rebel tag.
Jeez, yeah, that would have been. Oh,
there's so many good rebel leaders too.
Just 20 of them, then you can't even get one decent Empire leader. So, whatever. That's a whole other story for another day, another time.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to leave a like. Oh, we got to do our giveaway.
Oh, what's the giveaway? What do we got?
All right.
What do we got?
I really hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, I hope you left a like. And for every single person leaving a like on this video, you will get an 8-star blind Han Solo. It's the Han Solo from Return of the Jedi. Yeah, very OP. Boba Fett on the opposite team auto loses. It's just the way auto lose. The match doesn't even happen. You just lose because the blind Han Solo's there.
It's done. It's the biggest counter to Boba Fett, Boba Fett's in every arena team right now. So a blind Han Solo, man, that would just totally change the game up. So be sure to like this video.
Be sure to like the video. Not a scam.
Not a scam. Hit that subscribe button 2 times to make sure you get that reward.
All right, guys. Peace out.
See you later. That's how we do. on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.